Introducing Amy McLean.
Hi, you're watching Amy McLean on YouTube.
Hey, it's Melissa Joan Hart here, and I'm introducing Amy and her Sabrina reviews.
Get your non-reflecting butts here, stat! The humiliation is only eclipsed by the chafing. Zelda's stable, she's the scientist. Zelda's stable, she's the scientist. A nameless teddy bear I have no connection to. When I get back, I'm naming you. Dear God, please patch up my family and make them as good. No, make them better than they were before. One way in which you might improve us? Wet food for the cat. If you see fit to answer this prayer, please give me a simple yet unmistakably clear sign. Let coins rain down from the kitchen table. Okay, plan B. Grandma, did you go into the kitchen to make a sandwich? Did you finish your sandwich and now you need a nap? This is pretty exciting for me. Little Orphan Hilda, the 4th episode of the 4th season of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, is the one episode that I remember most from my childhood. I must have watched this episode countless times. That must mean it was repeated a lot on television because this is before the DVDs were released. But I absolutely loved it, and this to me is the ultimate emblem of my childhood. Sabrina's grandma comes to visit the Spellman household, and it is discovered that Hilda was essentially adopted, and then everybody starts having identity crises, and it's a lot of fun. As you can tell from the beginning, there are a lot of things that I quoted that I love, that have so much nostalgia for me. Zelda's stable, she's the scientist, is something that I actually say quite frequently. And I don't know why, but I've always loved that. I love it. And get your non-reflecting butts here, stat. I've said that a lot as well. And I love the fact that they're like disappearing. I think there's a great use of editing here. The episode as a whole is a beautiful narrative or beautifully told story. The relationship between Sabrina and her grandma is lovely, and it's a great character development for Hilda and Zelda as well, because up until this point we only really know snippets about their past, and now we get to know kind of a little bit more about them and where they come from and who they are as Sabrina's aunts, and it's very much a Hilda and Zelda episode, and I love them, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I love this episode a lot. We have a lot of Salem in this. He's in the little costume like the monkey, he's spinning plates. There are a lot of great quotes from Salem. Salem is brilliant in this episode. What I've noticed watching this just now as well is it really shows Melissa Joan Hart's kind of abilities as an actress, comedic actress. A lot of strong facial expressions, a lot of throwing her voice. Obviously as a child that would have been lost on me, but as an adult watching it, it's a really great way to appreciate just what goes into this show. And I do think this episode for me is pretty perfect. Do I have any complaints about little Orphan Hilda? No, I do not. This, as I said, this episode is my childhood. That's basically the only way I can put it. I have a very strong memory of sitting watching this and then watching it again on repeat straight after. It's just, it's beautiful. I love it. Let me know what you think of little Orphan Hilda, and then we can power on to the next episode.